recent addresses where the Minister of Finance has actually been talking about this. He does talk about how our shilling has actually gained, how stable it is, and how our economy is actually growing. And he did promise that given the mandate, he will be in position to look for the required money to ensure that a lot of work is being funded at this very particular place. He did talk about the scientists that have actually found a cure for a number of issues when it comes to the health sector. He did talk about how the scientists have actually found the cure for cancer, the cure for diabetes, and the cure for malaria. But of course, not forgetting a number of dignitaries who are actually gracing this occasion. There is Honorable Grace Mary Mugasa, the State Minister for Public Service. She is among those who are actually taking a moment photo with the President, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. But of course, we also have Honorable Esther Davinia Ajekun from the Ministry of Gender. We also do have the Governor Bank of Uganda, Professor Dr. Michael Atingi Ego, among others who are actually gracing this occasion. President Museveni did mention about scientists being more serious to see how best they can actually dig deeper and finding other solutions to see how best Uganda can actually come out from that situation of importing very many things, actually exporting things from outside countries. He did say that, of course, Uganda is still actually exporting, but a few of those are actually being exported out of from other countries, so meaning that Uganda, actually where we are right now, he says a lot must be done to appreciate what has actually so far been put on table. Honorable Monica Msenero in her speech did talk about how science is actually leading transformation and actually the think tanks of the economy to see how best Uganda can actually be transformed from where it is right now. She did talk about the 8 industry chains that was actually she was given and guided by the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and she says this is actually one of those that actually she is championing to ensure that actually Ugandans benefit more from this. But also President Museveni is actually done from taking pictures with the stakeholders. Those are actually who are behind this innovativeness, those who are actually behind the ideas of putting this plan together, but of course championing the scientists. And actually, if you do remember, a few years ago, President Museveni did mention about increasing salaries for scientists. So that means that we'll be actually doing whatever it takes to ensure that a number of things are actually put in place. At a later time, I will see if I can actually talk to some of the stakeholders at this very particular place to see what they have for us, given the fact that President Museveni has actually officially launched this plant. There is a lot to take note of. Minister Mateka Sage, of course, did talk about the $1 million that are actually required by the Ministry of Science and Technology. We shall be talking to Honorable Monica Msenero to give us actually a brief to find out what next. Honorable, the President has officially commissioned the plant. What next for you now that you're the head, Mama Science, just like you've been called? Honorable.